home. City Furniture presents Encore. Simple, clean shapes designed to adapt seamlessly to any environment. Just like you. Encore. Available today at City Furniture.
If you suspect nursing home abuse or neglect, call Gordon and Donner at 333-3333 or visit fortheinjured.com.
Bezzy Lou Stables, Florida Derby, Saturday, March 28th, $2.2 million in stakes purses. First race at noon.
One more question for Dr. Sheth while he's here. Lacey, the lovely Lacey, has our last question of the show. Thank you, Lacey, for doing this. We really appreciate it.
Thank you. Hi,
What's your question?
Hi, Dr. Sheth.
Hi, Lacey.
My question is, how come sometimes it's virtually self-cleaning and other times you need like wipe after wipe after wipe?
I really am curious about this. I know we're all giggling, but this...
This actually can tell you something about your bowel health, believe it or not. So the holy grail when it comes to wiping is something called the clean sweep, which means that you wipe and you almost wonder, did I even go to the bathroom? So there's no residue on the toilet paper, and that's what you want to aim for. What that means is you have a stool that's come out in one piece, it's effortless, there's nothing hanging on.
You're having a healthy diet, enough water.
Exactly, so that's what you want to shoot for. Now, if things are messier, like you said, Lacey, if things are taking 4 or 5 wipes, you are buying a lot of toilet paper.
Right.
There's a couple things that could be going on. Number one, external hemorrhoids and skin tags. I mean, things that are no fun. Again, women, a lot of times after childbirth would develop external hemorrhoids. These are sometimes very difficult to clean. The other thing which is important is pelvic floor dysfunction, which may seem like a stretch to talk about wiping, but again, in women, after childbirth, especially as we get older, what can happen is that women's pelvic floor muscles can become weaker. There's something called pelvic floor dysfunction. And so even though people are eating enough fiber, drinking enough water, everything we just talked about, they're not able to fully evacuate. And so there's still residual, there's still stool in what we call in the vault, in the rectal area, and that can really make for a messy cleanup. And the only thing that has to be done there is you can actually get physical therapy and biofeedback to re-strengthen and retrain those muscles, and that can lead to a easier cleanup and effortless kind of bowel movement.
Don't be too embarrassed. Like, this show had a lot of information in it, but the bottom line and the message of the whole thing is don't be embarrassed to ask the embarrassing questions. When you need help, right?
I agree.
So thank you so much again to our brave audience members for asking all of our questions today. And thank you to Dr. Sheth for clearing everything up down there. Dr. Sheth actually has another book than the one he came here to talk about years ago, which is still a great go-to. But this one's really cute. It says, "What's your baby's poo telling you?" We'll see you when we see everybody. Thanks for joining us. Bye-bye now.
Coming up, the latest on recovery efforts after a plane crash this morning, and what hotshot from our area is getting a prestigious award today in Washington, D.C. You know the name well. We're back in just 30 seconds with local coverage you can count on.
Rubenstein Law got $500,000 for a client who hurt their neck and back.
When you need an attorney, call Rubenstein Law.
I'm attorney Robert Rubenstein. Call me. I want to be your attorney.
Call 1-800-FL-LEGAL.
For the first time ever at H.H. Gregg, get 0 down and 0 interest until January 2018. Plus, save up to 25% off major appliances. A 65-inch LG LED TV for only $699 at H.H. Gregg and hhgregg.com.
We continue to follow breaking news out of the French Alps, where authorities are confirming no one survived the crash from a German passenger jet this morning. There were 150 people on board, including German high school students and their teachers. And as Bill Neely reports, it'll take days to recover their bodies because of the mountainous area where that plane went down.
It's a tragedy and a search centered on the most rugged terrain. This is the remote area of the French Alps where the plane with 150 people on board went down less than an hour into a flight to Germany. The crash site is said to be a 2.5-hour hike from the nearest village. This is the Germanwings plane, 24 years old, an Airbus 320, which was flying at an altitude of 38,000 feet when it began what appears to be a controlled descent. For at least 7 minutes, its altitude dropped at around 3,000 to 4,000 feet a minute until at 10:47 local time, the pilot sent a distress signal. The French president says no survivors are expected to be found. He met the Spanish king today. 45 of those on board are believed to be Spanish, most of the rest German or Turkish. At Düsseldorf Airport, where the plane was due to land, distressing scenes as relatives were told the news. At least 400 search and rescue workers are on their way to the area. No bad weather conditions were reported during the flight. It is hoped the plane's 2 flight recorders can be found and analysed. But for now, the cause of this crash is a mystery. So in spite of that rugged terrain, there is every hope that the 2 flight recorders can be found. French air accident investigators are among the best in the world. So it may be that in a few weeks, maybe earlier than that, the cause of this crash will be known. But of course, that is no comfort whatsoever at the moment to the relatives of the 150 on board who are suffering so deeply right now. Back to you.
And right now, investigators are trying to figure out what went wrong. A school bus loaded with students crashed into a house near Philadelphia. About half of the bus ended up inside the home. None of the students were hurt, but the driver was taken to the hospital. All new at noon, for the first time, we are hearing from the Good Samaritan who reportedly prevented a child from being abducted from a Delray Beach daycare center. News Channel 5's Charlie Keegan spoke with the man about what he saw and what he did to protect the little girl. Charlie.
Yeah, Holly, I spoke with Tim Smith over the phone today. He says he was outside lifting weights, just working out not too far from the Girl and Boyland Daycare Center here in Delray Beach when he noticed a man walk by in a strange way with a little girl. Now, he said he immediately thought something just didn't sit right with him. So he called for the girl, and she eventually came back to him, and he returned her to the daycare. He said that the man kept walking down an alleyway next to the daycare center. Police telling us that they believe the man may have lifted the girl over the fence from a play area at this daycare center. Smith said the man didn't give any indication that he knew this little girl.
I called the little girl, and he was to turn around and say something to me. I would have thought differently, but he didn't make any actions to claim the kid. That's what made me kind of suspicious.
So police are still looking for the suspect they believe tried to abduct a child from this daycare center. He's described as in his 50s with white hair and a beard, between 5'8" and 5'10". He was riding a faded green beach cruiser style bicycle. If you have any information, call the Delray Beach Police Department. Live in Delray Beach, Charlie Keegan, WPTV News Channel 5.
Just moments ago, Port St. Lucie detectives took a man into custody who may be connected to an overnight vandalism spree there. Many people who live in the Cell Point apartment complex off Hillmore Drive, they woke up to find their tires had been slashed. At least a dozen were cut sometime we know between midnight and 3:30 this morning. One person we spoke with said it was the second time her tires had been slashed this past year. Another person said he had just bought new tires for his car a few weeks ago. As detectives took away a resident from an apartment complex, he denied having anything to do with the vandalism. Covering St. Lucie County, where Port St. Lucie City Council voted unanimously to join a lawsuit to get back some of the nearly $50 million given to Digital Domain. The city is joining the State Department of Economic Opportunity, which filed that lawsuit last July against 23 defendants, including former Digital Domain CEO John Textor. The suit alleges the company fraudulently secured millions of dollars from the state in 2009. And then remember, Digital Domain went bankrupt nearly 3 years later. Port St. Lucie is still on the hook for millions of dollars in payments. Right now, Palm Beach County firefighters are working to make sure a brush fire doesn't flare up. It's still not clear what sparked the giant piles of mulch and brush near Southern Boulevard and the Turnpike earlier this morning. News Channel 5's Chris Stewart shows us, though, some of the damage.
It's going to be a long day for Palm Beach County firefighters working to put out hotspots here at this lot on Armadillo Way. It's near Southern, Boulevard and the Turnpike. You can still see the smoke pillowing out from those giant piles of mulch and debris. Firefighters got here around 1 o'clock this morning. Take a look at some of the flames that we saw when we got on scene. Firefighters say these giant piles were on fire. There was some construction equipment nearby. One piece of equipment was destroyed. We talked to one woman who lived nearby who saw these flames and were worried it was going to spread towards where she lives.
I saw flames and smoke and people running around, and with all that wood being back there, we didn't know what was going to go on, you know.
All the people who lived nearby, they didn't need to leave their homes. There were no evacuations. The fire was contained to about an acre, even though firefighters say flames went as high as 50 feet in the air. And as you see the smoke behind me, it is going to continue to be a lot of work for these firefighters, making sure there aren't any more hot spots in the area. In suburban West Palm Beach, Chris Stewart, WPTV News Channel 5.
Now, Storm Team 5 with South Florida's most accurate weather forecast.
Good afternoon, everyone. Well, a much quieter day than yesterday at this time. We had a lot of rainfall along the Treasure Coast yesterday. Right now, things looking good across the entire area. Boca Beach Cam showing a lot of folks out there enjoying a nice day at the beach. What's that guy going on the water right there? Just a couple people heading out in the water right there. Nice day for it, actually. A relatively low risk for rip currents today. We've got all our radar sweeps going, and we do have some rainfall offshore and some down to the south here. Our chances for rain are relatively low today, but we do have a couple of days this week with pretty high chances for rain. We'll talk about that and a strong cold front headed our way coming up.
Hate to be the one to tell you, but the area around the Palm Beach outlets is going to be even more congested. Here's a map showing where the new Sea Palm Resort is going up. It's along the old Patriot Golf Course, about a mile north of the outlets. These are new plans from the developer showing what that resort will look like. It's going to be the largest new development since City Place in 2000. We're talking almost 100 homes, a 4-story hotel, condos, and a spa. Construction should start in December. Parking in and around downtown Stuart is about to get a lot easier. Last night, city commissioners unanimously approved testing a valet parking pilot program. With it, you can drop off your car at City Hall or Lorenzo's Italian Fusion restaurant. Commissioners say the service is going to bring in a lot of money without costing the city a penny. Valet parking, though, it will cost you $5 plus tip, of course. Your next Uber ride could be more expensive because of new insurance requirements. A Senate committee just approved a measure that would force Lyft and Uber drivers to have insurance to cover the ride as well as the time it takes for that driver to respond to a call. Lobbyists for these ride-sharing services say the extra coverage would cost more, which would be passed down to you, the consumer. It could be problematic since a lot of the appeal with Uber and Lyft is lower prices compared to a taxi. Governor Rick Scott says he wants to cut down taxes. This is on your cell phone, cable, and satellite TV bills. Go to our WPTV app, find out how much you would save. I'll just give you a hint. In many cases, we're talking hundreds of dollars a year. The state legislature, though, still has to approve this proposal. A measure aimed at making college textbooks more affordable just gained unanimous approval from a Senate committee. The legislation would eliminate sales tax on textbooks and make other changes meant to keep the cost of instructional materials down. The bill, which is estimated to reduce state revenue by about $33.9 million, is a priority for the governor, who has made containing the cost of higher education one of his administration's main goals. Quite an honor for Palm Beach County's very own Jack Nicklaus, what he's picking up today in our nation's capital. And Angelina Jolie in the headlines once again for her plain talk about her body, the bold action she took to limit her risk for cancer. And change is coming to Bed Bath & Beyond's generous return policy. We'll talk all about it. We're back in just 60 seconds with more local coverage.
RVs, and more RVs. Starting Thursday, make the deal of a lifetime during the Avenue Viera RV Show. Prices slashed on a huge selection of new and used motorhomes, travel trailers, and fifth wheels. Free admission, free parking. The Avenue Viera RV Show in Viera starting this Thursday.
How much can Steiger It's Going Green get you?
After Joseph's car accident, the insurance company only offered him a little money. He said,
Really?
I've got real injuries. I need serious money ASAP.
What did Joseph do?
He called Steiger, Isco, and Green.
And we got him over $435,000.
Don't let the insurance company pay less than you really deserve.
We're Steiger, Isco, and Green.
And we'll go after all the money you have coming.
If you've been hurt in a car accident, call us.
How much can Steiger, Isco, and Green get you?
1-800-561-1111. Non-lawyer spokespersons.
At La Mesa RV, we have the right RV at the right price right now. Like this new Itasca by Winnebago Spirit, discounted to just $335 per month. Massive selection, everyday low prices, only at La Mesa RV of Port St. Lucie.
It's a big day for the Golden Bear. Jack Nicklaus is picking up his congressional gold medal in Washington, D.C. House Speaker John Boehner, an avid golfer and fellow Ohio native, is hosting the ceremony honoring Nicklaus on Capitol Hill. The gold medal, by the way, it's the highest civilian award Congress can bestow. Nicklaus received a Presidential Medal of Freedom in 2005. He's the third golfer to land the congressional gold medal after Byron Nelson and Arnold Palmer. Angelina Jolie has had her ovaries and her fallopian tubes removed following a cancer scare. The Oscar-winning actress voluntarily had the surgery. This comes, though, 2 years after she had a preventative double mastectomy when she learned she carried a gene that sharply increases her chances of developing breast cancer. Doctors found a small benign tumor on one of her ovaries, but no signs of cancer in any of the tissues. Jolie lost her mother and grandmother, as well as her aunt, to cancer. The latest statistics on Alzheimer's disease show 5.3 million Americans currently have it. 1 in 9 age 65 or older has Alzheimer's. About 1/3 of those over 85 have the disease. All right, so here's what you may want to know. Bed Bath & Beyond is altering its return policy. The home goods chain will deduct 20% from a returned item's value for customers who don't have their receipt or whose purchase can't be identified through the store's transaction records. Bed Bath & Beyond's current policy offers a full refund for store credit or an exchange, even if the customer doesn't have a receipt. The new policy, you may be interested, will take effect on April 20th. Are veggies a tough sell with your kids? Maybe they are. So see the changes several schools have made that are actually getting students to chow down on their greens.
My goal is to run the 10K in the Olympics and hopefully break the world record.
He just might do it. Oh, look at him. Why the eyes of the running world are on that 10-year-old.
Let's take a look at your weather headlines. Here's what I'll be talking about in your forecast coming up in just a few minutes. We've got chances for rain in the forecast over the next few days. We've also got some very hot temperatures on the way, and Cuddlecast, when we might see temperatures drop into the 40s. We'll talk about it coming up.
It's 5 o'clock. You need to know what's happening right now. Getting you breaking news first. Tracking and alerting you before the storm moves in. WPTV News Channel 5 at 5.
It's the newest and sweetest ticket deal to Sunfest. It's 5 for $12. Purchase a 5-day pass for $60. That's just $12 a day to see all the action. So what's the catch? There's a limited number available. Go to sunfest.com or a TD Bank location in Palm Beach or Martin counties while supplies last. Get this goodbye before it goes bye-bye.
Hello, Jupiter Tequesta. I need some help with my air conditioning.
Quick, efficient home repair is reason to celebrate.
Expect more from your school. More caring, more commitment, more success. Many schools see students as a number. Renaissance Charter School at Central Palm sees your child. All students are unique individuals. Together, we'll develop personal learning plans and offer a nurturing environment that focuses on your child. Renaissance Charter School at Central Palm on South Military Trail in Lake Worth. Apply online today at centralpalmcharter.org. Expect more.
Excellence. How do you find it? It's fueled by passion, thrives on persistence, and demands nothing less than total dedication. My name is Mark Anajar.
And I'm Glenn Levine.
Our mission to deliver excellence in legal services is what makes a world of difference.
Call the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE for a consultation.
If you have stage 3 chronic kidney disease and suffer from the burning pain of gout, local doctors need your help testing an investigational medication. You will receive all study-related procedures at no cost if you qualify and may be compensated for your time and travel. If you have stage 3 chronic kidney disease and have had a gout flare in the past year, call 772-200-4377 or visit mygoutstudy.com to see if you qualify for this research study.
Hello, Jupiter Tequesta? I need some help with my electrical.
Quick, efficient home repair is reason to celebrate.
Closed captioning on WPTV is sponsored by Bethesda Health.
New research suggests tastier meals in school cafeterias may entice students to actually eat their veggies. In the study, elementary and middle schools received culinary advice and new recipes from a professional chef who also changed how the food was presented. Both wound up increasing the amount of fruit and veggies the kids selected. You'll soon have a new place to shop in Boca Raton. Fresh Market moving in directly south of the Office Depot headquarters, which is on North Military Trail north of Yamato. The store is expected to bring about 90 jobs when it opens early next year. A California boy making a name for himself in the running world. That's because he surprised many by setting a world record for his age group in a half marathon race. Nanette Miranda has his story.
There's no trick, just train hard.
Boys like to run, but 10-year-old Elliot Daniels of San Jose is special.
This is yesterday's bib.
While wearing bib number 2004, the year he was born, at the Oakland Running Festival, he became a title holder.
I broke the world's record for a 10-year-old in a half marathon.
That's 13.1 miles in 1 hour, 29 minutes, 14 seconds. Nearly 2 minutes faster than the old record.
First 10 miles felt good. Last 3, my legs got tired, but I still broke the record and I felt good at the end.
The Oakland race is just one of nearly 30 that Elliot has run in his short 18-month career. The proof is on his bedroom wall. His first race? Campbell's October 1st, 2013, a 5K. He came in third place at 8 years old.
That's really what got me into running, was after my first race. It felt very good and I was very happy.
Elliot keeps the medals he's won in a shoebox for now. He's going to need a bigger box soon. He's so disciplined and trains very hard, right down to his diet.
It's very strict. It's very strict. I eat sweet potatoes. I drink beet juice. I don't eat bad food. I don't eat processed sugar, any of that. No, I just eat like vegetables, some meat.
Remember that name, Elliot Daniels.
My goal is to run the 10K in the Olympics and hopefully break the world record, the overall world record.
Which, by the way, is just over 26 minutes for 6.2 miles.
Now, Storm Team 5 with South Florida's most accurate weather forecast.
Good afternoon again, everyone, and a quick look outside at our Live 5 camera over Peanut Island and Singer Island. And whoa, gorgeous blue skies across the area today. But that doesn't mean that we don't have any chances for rain. We do have a slight chance for rain. I'll show you where and when in just a moment. But take a look at our temperature. 74 in Vero to 70 right now in Okeechobee. About 76 Port St. Lucie and about 79 degrees in West Palm Beach. Our Boynton Beach sensor picking up 82, 79 Boca, and about 78, now 81 degrees there. Right there over in Belle Glade. So all of our radar sweeps going across the state right now and only picking up a little bit of rainfall just off to our east and certainly more rainfall down to our south. But let's take a look at winds here because this is what's going to be important today. We've got some wind coming in right off the Atlantic here, a little bit of a northeasterly flow in the wind. But we also have some winds that are coming in just off of the lake right here. So as the sea breeze, the winds off of the ocean, come inland here and they collide with some of the winds coming this direction, right in here. See where these winds are meeting? This is where we have the potential to see some showers develop today. In fact, when you look at Vipercast, watch what happens this afternoon. There you see, this is noontime as we cruise to around 3 o'clock See right in here as the sea breeze comes in and collides with that other breeze coming in off the lake and coming in from the west there. So we have a chance for a few showers popping up here through the mid to late afternoon hours, and that kind of tapers off overnight. But we could see a few showers drift in along the coast during the overnight hours. Our rain chances are about 20% today. They'll jump up to around 40% tomorrow and around 50% on Thursday and Friday when things really heat up. So mid 80s today and the mid to upper 80s tomorrow, and then a lot of upper 80s on Thursday and Friday, so we get a lot of daytime heating, a lot of moisture around, and we could see quite a few showers and thunderstorms Thursday and Friday until a strong cold front moves through the area Friday night into Saturday. Look at this difference in temperatures from the 80s, upper 80s on Friday to the low 70s on Saturday for highs. Again, that chance for isolated rainfall this afternoon. East-southeasterly winds about 5 to 10 miles per hour, picking up a little bit, 10 to 15 this afternoon. So there you see those rain chances, and you get a glance at the weekend. The weekend looks nice, although it might be pretty chilly. This is the way it's looking right now. We could get into the low 50s, even some upper 40s Saturday night into Sunday morning. Sunday a little bit warmer, but another chilly night Sunday into Monday morning. Holly?
How do you turn a head of cauliflower into tasty flatbread? It's not magic, it's just easy. Howard and Mr. Food's Test Kitchen shows us how.
Every month here in the Test Kitchen, we highlight a cookbook that we think you're going to love. And with today being American Diabetes Association's Alert Day, which is a day devoted to all of us being more familiar with type 2 diabetes, we thought it'd be the perfect time to share a recipe from our new diabetes-friendly, guilt-free weeknight favorites cookbook. All we do is cut a head of cauliflower into chunks and either microwave it or boil it until it's tender. We can even use frozen. Once it cools slightly, we place it in a food processor or a blender and process it until it's the consistency of almost mashed potatoes. To that, we add some mozzarella cheese, a couple of eggs, a bit of garlic, and a few spices. After mixing it, we spread it onto a baking sheet and top it with even more cheese and pesto before baking it off. What we end up with is one of the tastiest flatbreads ever. Maybe finish it off with a few slices of tomato, and you'll have a dish that's amazing. I do hope you'll go online and get the recipe for cauliflower flatbread, so you'll have a new recipe that's a weeknight favorite and that's diabetes friendly. I'm Howard in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen, where today we found a healthier way for you to say, ooh, it's so good.
I might have to try that one myself. If you're interested, maybe you need the ingredients again, you can find this recipe and any others from the Mr. Food Test Kitchen simply by going to our website, WPTV.com/MrFood. The I-dos practically echo down the shoreline. See which South Florida beach was the backdrop for this mass wedding.
Stanger is going green. Got $69,000 for this crash.
$235,000 for this accident.
Stanger turned this crash into $1.3 million.
If you've been injured in a car accident, how much can Stanger Isco and Green get you?
1-800-561-1111. Non-lawyer spokespersons.
Do you have loose or missing teeth? Do you cover your mouth when you laugh? Appearance Implants of Jupiter can give you the smile you've always wanted. Call now to schedule your free implant consultation. We have helped thousands of people like you feel confident and secure. And with fees this low, you'll have lots to smile about. Why wait any longer to have the smile you've always wanted? Call now to schedule your free implant consultation. Appearance Implants of Jupiter. Quality dentistry at affordable prices.
Daly and Vincent, the rock stars of bluegrass, performing live in concert.
Billy was a hard working, still driving man, working on the railroad.
Don't miss the 3-time Grammy nominees and 3-time Entertainers of the Year, Daly and Vincent, at the Four Arts Theater, Gubelman Auditorium, April 12th.
Slowly as you go, if death comes creeping, don't let.
Tickets available now. Proudly supported by Springer Mountain Farms, fresh chicken, a healthier choice for dinner tonight.
Hey, Ralph, you know what time it is? Of course, Molly. It's inventory clearance time at True Treasures Crystal Tree Plaza.
Don't forget savings
finds at North Bay True Treasures.
New selections of furniture, artwork, accessories, and so much more arrive daily. Both stores are overflowing with super special savings.
Smart shoppers with a bird's eye always discover hidden treasures.
Polly, Ralph, I know all about True Treasure's inventory sale. I was just wondering if it was nap time.
You will have fun shopping at True Treasures.
Managing depression. It's about getting you back to you and all the things that matter to you. Whether or not you're taking an antidepressant, feelings such as depressed mood and lack of energy can still get in the way. And that's just not you. We're conducting a clinical research study evaluating an investigational drug designed to work with antidepressants to see if it can help address unresolved symptoms of depression. So give us a call and see if you may be eligible to participate.
Tonight on The Voice, with the competition heating up. Don't miss the most unexpected steal yet.
People believed it. Yes, they did.
There's the steal! Crazy. Then, make NBC Tuesday your undate night with an all-new Undateable.
So glad I shaved my legs all the way up for this.
And an all-new One Big Happy.
Is that Closet Special? Is it the one you came out of?
Followed by a special Tuesday episode of The Night Shift. It all happens tonight, starting at 8, 7 Central, here on NBC.
After Joseph's car accident, the insurance company only offered him a little money.
What did Joseph do?
He called Steiger, Isco, and Green.
And we got him over $435,000.
How much can Steiger, Isco, and Green get you?
1-800-561-1111. Non-lawyer spokespersons.
Get your News Channel 5 updates throughout the day on News Radio WJNO.
Coming up at 4 on the Now with Shannon Cake, top designer, they're now creating wearable technology for women. And not just any, though, the chic and very trendy way. We're going to put all of it to the test. Plus, SeaWorld fighting back against critics. These stories and more coming up today at 4 on the Now. Finally, this midday, though, Miami Beach is celebrating its 100th birthday with all sorts of activities, festivities included. We're talking about this mass wedding right now, though, on the beach. Whether the couples are marrying for the first time, maybe they're just renewing their vows. Exactly 100 couples participated in this. There was definitely something old. We're talking about a 100-year-old city, after all. Something blue, that beautiful ocean and sky. The something borrowed, the services in the venue. And the something new, new beginnings. The centennial celebration concludes on Thursday with a global music festival. Congrats to all those.
Those people got dressed up.
Hey, I mean, they went all out. We're talking the whole wedding attire, right?
Can you imagine what a madhouse it must be down there for the celebration right now?
But I bet you in so
really
many ways, stress-free. Because you don't have the cake and the flowers and the guests and the invites, and I can go on because I'm planning a wedding right now.
I know you are. I know you are. All right, a quick look at the 7-day forecast. Getting hot, rain chances at the end of the week. Cold front Friday night, Saturday morning. Much cooler for the weekend.
All right, looking forward to it. Have a great afternoon, everyone. Take care.
RVs, and more RVs. Starting Thursday, make the deal of a lifetime during the Avenue Viera RV Show. Prices slashed on a huge selection of new and used motorhomes, travel trailers, and fifth wheels. Free admission, free parking. The Avenue Viera RV Show in Viera starting this Thursday.
I really shouldn't. No, you know what? I should. And I will. I deserve this. I'm a BOGO findin', weekly ad flippin', couponin' mastermind. Who's saving big time? This girl. Can I help you? Indeed. This queen of savings deserves a reward. A cannoli, please.
The weekly ad, BOGOs, and coupons. 3 easy ways to save at the same place you love to shop. Publix, where shopping is a pleasure.
We'll have you smiling again. Berber Dental Group.
I hated having missing teeth, but I wanted high-quality care I could afford. I got it all at the Ferber Dental Group. Implants from $4.99 and highly skilled dentists. Now, I got a great smile when I choose to use it.
We'll have you smiling again. 8889-FERBER. 8889-FERBER.
At the Press Journal, we cover local with the largest news operation in Indian River County. Stories affecting your life right now and those shaping your future for tomorrow. Our award-winning investigative staff covers breaking news and tackles the hard issues as well. The environment, education, crime, and politics. The Press Journal and tcpalm.com. We cover your backyard every day. in print and online, where you live, work, and play.
We had such a great experience with Empire. We would recommend it to anyone.
Real customers share their stories about Empire today.
The customer service and the personal touch was really where it's at.
And during Empire's 50-50-50 sale, get 50% off carpet and flooring, 50% off padding and materials, and 50% off installation.
We've had people come in our home and say, wow, this is really beautiful. Where'd you have it done? Empire.
800-588-2300 Empire.
Today. Experience the excitement, the love, the rhythm, the rebellion, the passion, and the music of Memphis. Memphis, it lives in you.
At the Kravis Center, Tuesday, April 7th through Sunday, April 12th. For tickets, visit our official website, kravis.org, or call 561-832-SHOW.
Family. They're the ones who keep us warm inside, making us smile on a rough day, a part of our memories, both small and big. And through the years, natural gas appliances are there for you, just like family. Extend your family with reliable, energy-saving natural gas appliances and get up to $1,750 cash back when you switch. Florida Public Utilities. Feel the love.
At La Mesa RV, we have the right RV at the right price right now. Like this new Fleetwood Discovery diesel pusher discounted over $99,000. Massive selection, everyday low prices, only at La Mesa RV of Port St. Lucie.
Welcome to Let's Ask America. I'm Bill Bellamy, and we have four amazing people from all across the country on the webcast trying to win up to $35,000. So let's meet them. From Douglasville, Georgia, give it up for Darnell. From Portsmouth, Rhode Island, it's Kim. From Phelan, California, it's Tamra. From Chicago, Illinois, it's Amina. Welcome, everybody. We asked America their opinions on a bunch of fun topics. All you guys have to do is guess what they say, and you win big money. If you're ready to have some fun, say yeah. All right, everybody, let's get this party started. The first question is worth $100 and has two possible answers. The answers are, I loved it because it was different. I hated it because it was different. And the question is, how do people with unusual names